We found this Charger back in '03. I worked with this guy, and he told me about the car and told me all the good times he had with the car. And Ricky, my son, just loves these Chargers. He rants about these Chargers. I had to take Ricky out of school for just a little bit, but today was the day to get the car. Okay, we're gonna go out to Mike Elshoff's and we'll see if he's ready to sell this car.
Let's hope he's ready. All right.
I'll let you do all the business.
Hi.
How you doing?
Here to look at the car?
Yep.
It's out here in the shed.
All right. It's still covered. Wow.
Everything still works on it. There's very few miles on it. It's just sat
For a long
for
time.
a very long time.
The '70 Charger, Mike had that car since 1973. Bought it to go drag racing, and that's just what he did with it. Low miles on it because most of them were just a quarter mile at a time.
And I believe my drag racing days are over. Well, I think it's sat in this shed long enough.
I'm sure that car was just a mean, fast car in its day. Definitely not one you'd want to reckon with.
Why don't we grab the battery, Ricky, and see if this thing will light? You can stick those on there.
Look at that boy.
It's your car.
Let's hope it starts.
You know, the best part about today with this car was to put the battery in the car and actually start the car right then and there. It was something else to see my son get excited about that and actually be able to drive the car out of the garage. So there's nothing like that in the world for me.
I think it's great that Ricky has the passion for these old muscle cars. You know, you just don't see it in today's youth.
Wow. I cannot believe it just started.
In the days of the Dukes of Hazzard, the Charger was the car they used, you know, that Bo and Luke Duke slid into and jumped over and ran down all the dirt roads back in Georgia. They used over 300 cars in the production of the television show back then. So even today, after, you know, they've all been used and abused over the years, there's probably a whole heck of a lot less of them.
The option tag on the fender told us that this car came with the RT package. It had an 8-track stereo with 4 speakers. It came with a Dana 60 with a 410 posi, 727 automatic, a 375 horse 440. It had the remote mirror, the stripe package. It had power steering, power brakes, a vinyl top, and cloth bucket seats.
You got the folding headlights, which I couldn't believe it when they pulled that headlight switch and they just popped right open and came right on.
It was kind of neat today that Mike finally sold Ricky that car.
There you go.
Thank
That's
you
doing
very much.
business.
You be careful in that, young man.
I will.
He's the right guy to have this car. He'll take care of it and own it for a long time.
As a kid, I wished I could have found a car like that. I'm really glad Ricky got to buy this car today.
Rick and Ricky began a restoration to clean up the car and fix some of its neglected areas.
We very carefully buffed the whole car. I didn't want to take off any of the old paint and brought it back to its original shine.
I'm really glad I finally got the car and it's done. I take it to the car shows and have had some great offers for it, but it's not going anywhere.
Stay tuned. In future episodes of Hot Rod Hunt, we'll be hunting some awesome cars and getting the stories behind them. Because on Hot Rod Hunt, it's about the story. That car was an epic find. Join us next time to see if we can top it. If you dig our show, please like us on Facebook to follow us on the Hot Rod Hunt.